Hi everyone. Welcome back for week 11 of Bullitt County Public Library's Create a Family Recipe Cookbook program. Again, I've said this before and I'll repeat it. We will be doing 16 short videos that suggest a idea or a theme for creating a page in your own family recipe cookbook. We will have 4 ideas that we will actually print out a copy, and you can pick those up at the library, so you don't have to take notes right now. The videos that I'm creating are for further explanation on the theme for each week. They aren't required to watch, but it's just where am I going with the idea each time, and it explains a little bit more for you. But check with our branches, whatever your closest branch or favorite branch is, and we should have those at the beginning of each month. It will be for 4 months, 16 weeks, and we will be trying our best to start that in February. But since we're already on week 11 of 16, you probably already know that. But just in case you joined us late. So, week 11 is recreated meal. You can do this as an entire group of pages if you like. Assumedly, there will be more than one recipe, but however you find that it works best for you is the way you should do it. So I want you to ask yourself, what was the best meal that you ever ate? And did you recreate it successfully? One of the most amazing meals and expensive meals that I've ever eaten was in Miami Beach, Florida. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law, he had some a training or a conference that he had to attend when we lived in Florida, and they said, we've got an extra night, why don't you come down and visit? So we did. We went to Joe's Stone Crab Restaurant. Now, if anybody has been there, you don't even have to have it explained to you. It's only open, I believe, 9 months out of the year. Because stone crabs are only harvestable, shall we say, for that period of time, or at least that's the way it was. This has probably been about 28 years ago that this occurred, so I'm assuming that everything is still the same. But we went, as I said, to this restaurant, not knowing that the night that we were there, it was the last evening that they would be open and would be closing the next day for the season. So when we told our waiter that we had never been there before, he recommended the complete Joe's, let me get this straight, Joe's Stone Crab Restaurant meal. And stone crab, now of course I can't think of everything, a lettuce wedge with blue cheese dressing, I believe it was. But the most memorable item that we ate was a slice of tomato with creamed spinach, American cheese, and I believe that was it. And my sister-in-law loved that. And she said, Gayle, if you ever find the recipe, let me know. Get it for me. I said, sure, I'll do that. And we went on our merry way. Well, within a year, I was shopping at Target. And look what I found. Eat at Joe's, the Joe's Stone Crab Restaurant Cookbook. Now, this was an amazing book, not terribly expensive. I thumbed through it. I actually did a double take. I walked past it and it was on an end display, and I backed up and went, oh, that's where we went. And I grabbed the book, I looked through it, and I bought 2 copies. So imagine my sister-in-law's surprise when I sent her an entire book when all she had asked was the recipe for the tomatoes with the creamed spinach on top. So we thought that was a lot of fun. We can go through this book and find a picture of our waiter, and it tells the history of the restaurant. Assumedly it's still open, and has been, for a very long time, and it has an interesting history, and I like that. So thought that would probably be all there is about the book. Well, about 15 years ago, I was shopping in a local grocery store, and kind of like when I saw this book, I did a double take. I backed up, and in the freezer seafood section, they had stone crabs. Well, that got my mind to thinking, and I purchased all of the items to recreate that very expensive meal that I had at Joe's. So, needless to say, it was delicious. A little bit heavy on the prep, but it was so good. And I have to say it, even with the cost of the book thrown in, it was a whole lot cheaper cooking it at home. So, what recreated meal did you recreate?